Three of them were compa songs. Compa is a Haitian music genre that I like a lot. Songs was called San INIK by Vanessa Desiree featuring Wendy. Another one was Actrice by Pierre, and Two Pi Emery by Rutshelle, Guillaume. I know that I didn't really pronounce most of that correctly, but I think you should go check out the songs if you're interested. Haitian music sounds great. And then I looked up to some other songs. One of the songs was a Chutney Soca song called The Backup Plan by Joy. It's like a relationship song. He doesn't want to date somebody because he's not their backup plan. And then I listened to another song called Palaces by Tomlinson, and that guy actually was in One Direction, but actually was not young enough for that. I was way too old to be listening to One Direction, so I didn't really care that much about the music. But his song, since he sang it by himself, I think that it's really cool. And then I also listened to an electronic dance music song called So Many Colors by Subfocus featuring Poppy. So I like a lot of genres, especially Afro House, EDM, electronic dance music. I like some soca songs and some reggae songs. I usually like some of the soca songs, but I don't really care about the ones that are about alcohol and getting drunk and things like that. Okay, so another thing, I watched some more episodes of the show called Live from the Other Side with Tyler Henry. He actually is a psychic medium. I love to watch the episodes because he helps people, he's kind to them, he gives them closure and comfort. And for that show, he actually goes on set and he reads them for 1 hour. Somebody comes who's famous, who brings their family or friends, and then they get a live reading. So I think that's that's really cool. I also forgot to ask you what kinds of music genres do you actually like? And then for Jamaica, Jamaica is still recovering. I watched a piece of a video where they tried to clear the roads somewhat, but all the debris is to the side of the road. And I also watched another video where a spot where the water still rose after the hurricane in somewhere called Comfort, Manchester. No, I thought it was called Content, Manchester. And then I watched another clip about Jamaican politician. He was saying that Bush Banton lied about his goods being stolen at the airport, but I actually don't believe that. I actually believe Bojo. And then I was watching a show from Tammy Chin and Wayne Marshall, and basically they let their son go to swimming, and the 9-year-old swims very well. Actually, all his children swim very well, but I'm impressed with the 9-year-old because he can build Lego really well. He can play the piano, he can sing, and he can swim really well. So I was really surprised that and shocked that he was able to do all of those things. So I think that he's gonna do very well when he grows up. So yeah. Let me see what to speak about. I love the weather in St. Kitts and Nevis. I love that it's tropical, and I love the breeze, and I love to watch the sky at night. I don't really do it often, but I like to look up at the moon and the stars at night, and I think it's wonderful. I think that actually could be a great baby name, like Selena. Astro Selena is basically the goddess of the moon, and Astro is about the universe. And then there's another name called Camere. It means moon also. And Cosmo is like divine order, balance, and it's also about the universe. I think it's cool. So I probably around 54% believe in God. Now I usually didn't believe in it that much. It was a little bit less than 54%, but now I believe it somewhat more because some of the psychic mediums that I watch, they say that they can sense God, and they keep on telling you to pray to God and your angels, your spirit guides, your family members in heaven. everything like that. I also watched some news where the government in St. Kitts and Nevis, they actually, the diplomats in Taiwan, they were able to connect two cities in Taiwan to become sister cities of St. Kitts and Nevis, and the Prime Minister actually, while he was there, he said that both countries is because of history, and also both countries have mango festivals. So that's really cool. I love that we work with Taiwan. We're supposed to be able to learn from each other and help us develop in kind of the same way. So yeah, I know like on Nevis, some people are upset that the government seemed to want to sell 1/6 of the island to some other people so they can make their own city and have their own rules and stuff, because they don't believe in following laws. They don't think government should be in charge of the life like that. I think it's like a libertarian thing. But a lot of people in Nevis were upset because it's tons of land, and they believe the land actually should eventually go to the people of Nevis. Initially, I was thinking it wasn't such a bad idea, and I thought that it should be a lot less land. It shouldn't be that much land at all. So I thought that if they were going to do something like that, they have to put people from the Federation there. So they have to put somebody from St. Kitts or Nevis or other places in the Caribbean. They have to, for example, put the foreigner in the middle, and then um, one local from on the left side and another local on the right side. They can't actually just have them there excluded from everyone else. And I also heard they want to build their own hospitals and different things like that. So that didn't really make any sense to me. And I was also watching some stuff online. Tucker Clark Primary School, I saw them won 2 different football matches. I think it was under 13 boys, and that's cool that they won. It's cool, and all the schools actually had literacy week. I saw some stuff on Beach Island Primary School also, and they marched in town promoting that they love to read and things like that. I actually like to read nonfiction, so things about facts, like things I'm learning, real life facts. I like to read, but I don't really like to read storybooks because I find it very boring and annoying to read storybooks. 'Cause other people, they actually see things in their mind when they read. Oh, hello, Kevin Klein. How are you doing today? I'm doing great. What kind of music genres do you like to listen to? Anyway, so yes, that's what's Tucker Clark Primary School and Beach Island Primary School. What I like to look up the different primary schools and look at different things that happen. Oh, I'm actually from St. Christopher and Nevis in the Caribbean. St. Kitts is a small island in the Caribbean, in the Leeward Islands, in the Lesser Antilles. Yeah, so I was also looking at some videos on Instagram and TikTok and other places. Some people were promoting a lot of Jamaican food. One of the videos I watched, this guy was in New York, so showing that in New York City, there's tons of Caribbean people living in there. And basically, oh, Kevin, I said that I'm from St. Kitts in the Caribbean. It's a Caribbean nation. St. Kitts and Nevis is the smallest country in the Western Hemisphere, both by area and by population. Anyways, yeah. So the guy on Instagram, he was showing all the food from Jamaica in New York, from Trinidad and Tobago, from Grenada. So he was saying also in the comments that he loves all the Caribbean nations. And I also actually love all Caribbean nations too. I think that we are one region, and I think it's really cool. On the weekend, I watched maybe like 40 minutes of a cricket match. Like it's called the Big Bash Cricket League in Australia. It was a women's T20 cricket league. The Hurricanes were playing somebody, I don't really remember who they were playing, but I thought that it was cool to watch the women play. And I'm happy that they're playing now, because when I was younger, like in high school, the women really didn't get airtime playing cricket. They didn't really show them on the television. And I thought they didn't show them because maybe they couldn't play, but all of the time, the women actually were able to play cricket. So I didn't understand why they did that. So right now, women play T20 and they also play one day internationals. The West Indies women's cricket team, last time I checked, was some months. They weren't doing as well as they used to. But I think it's fine once they try their best. I think it's cool. And also for the male team, also, I think if they just try their best, that's good enough. I don't really understand why some people try to cuss them and say that they're doing bad and need to do better. I think they're already doing their best. And if other teams are just better, then it's okay. Like other teams started playing, like Afghanistan. Afghanistan got really good and has been playing really well. However, the women's Afghan cricket team, they couldn't play anymore because of the Taliban. They took over and they said that the women couldn't represent Afghanistan in cricket anymore. Okay, so let's see what else to speak about. Church's Chicken has opened in St. Kitts Nevis. Again, they tried to open years ago and then shut down, and now they have a new spot. It's called Texas Bold Flavors. I didn't go and try anything. They keep on advertising a burger to me. It has mayonnaise and cheese and chicken inside. And actually, I love it because I heard it has mayonnaise and it also has cheese. But however, my mother was saying she hates mayonnaise, and she said mayonnaise is like a white person thing. And I didn't even realize that's really what it was about. I assumed everyone loves mayonnaise, but some people were just joking and said it was a white person thing, but it actually probably is genetic to love mayonnaise. She said it tastes terrible. But then again, she loves mustard, and I hate mustard, and she likes to eat pickles. I don't understand how she's able to eat pickles, so that's different. Okay, well, that's all I have to speak about today. Hope you have a great day. I'm gonna also download this video and I'm gonna put it on TikTok for other people to see. I hope you have a nice day. Bye.